Breaking news, Victor Wembanyama is officially the number 1 overall pick in the 2023 NBA Draft. Who could have seen this coming? The San Antonio Spurs officially making the French sensation their top pick. We knew this was coming after they won the NBA Draft lottery a few weeks ago, and now Wemby is officially bound for the Alamo City. The best prospect since LeBron James, stands 7'5", 220 pounds. This guy can do it all. He's lethal shooting the basketball as well. He's been the number 1 prospect here in this class for years. And after all the buildup, after all the hype, we're officially going to see what this guy can do in the association. He's following in his childhood idols, Tony Parker's footsteps, going from France to San Antonio. Here's the scouting report from our draft expert, Nick Roloff. Elite rim protector that can anchor a defense with his elite shot blocking. Also a threat from beyond the arc. Also a pretty good handle. I mean, this guy can play the 5. He can play the 1. He can really play any position on the court. Can also lead the fast break right as he grabs a rebound. This guy is really unlike any prospect we have ever seen. Put together a phenomenal season with the Metropolitans 92 over in France. Now he's taking his talents to play for one of the greatest coaches of all time, Greg Popovich, in San Antonio. Grade the pick of Victor Wembanyama. Type A, B, C, D, or F down in the comments section. Grade the pick of Victor Wembanyama to San Antonio. It's got to be an A+, right? This was obviously going to be the pick here for the Spurs. Now they bring Wemby to San Antonio. Taking a look at the numbers here for Wembanyama in his final season playing overseas, 21.2 points per game, nearly 11 rebounds per game, and Nick Roloff mentioned that shot blocking ability. 3 blocks per game over in France. He shot nearly 47% from the floor. That's what makes him just such a unique prospect, is his ability to get it done on both ends. This guy, again, is unlike any prospect we've ever seen. He's 7'5", can block shots, obviously, he's 7'5", but can also shoot the basketball at a very high level, and also has a ridiculous handle. A guy that's 7'5", that can play the point, that can make three-pointers. I don't know if we have ever seen that before, and he's someone that can go into San Antonio right away and make them a competitive basketball team. Yeah, they were one of the worst teams in the league last year in the past couple years, but all of a sudden, it feels like the culture in San Antonio is about to change in terms of them going back to that winning culture they have been so used to over in the Western Conference. We're going to have you covered all off season long. Got the draft tonight. We are live right now in our Chat Sports main channel. That's a sublink, youtube.com/chatsportstv. We're also going to have you covered during free agency, which begins in 8 days. So be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know when we go live. We're going to have you covered during tonight's draft and also throughout free agency. It's going to be a wild offseason. We've seen some trades go down already. Certainly going to be a wild week in the association next week as well. Taking a look at the Spurs draft profile here, they have officially selected Wemby with the number 1 overall pick. We're going to see them pick pick twice, 2 more times tonight at number 33 and number 44. Their draft picks from last year, Jeremy Shohan, Malachi Branham, Blake Wesley. Jeremy Shohan put together a really impressive rookie season. Now you pair him with Wembanyama. You got to find some other pieces around Wemby, maybe a floor general, some spacing. I know Dame Lillard has kind of been linked here to San Antonio, but I do not expect Portland to trade him. It was reported yesterday from Woj that Portland will keep Damian Lillard, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them go out and maybe make a surprising move tonight or in free agency to add some talent around Wembanyama, because Wembanyama instantly becomes a legit player in this league. This is not your typical rookie. This guy is going to be an all-star caliber player this year. And I understand the Western Conference, all the talent that's in the West. LeBron, Luka, Jokic, but Victor Wembanyama, year 1, right away, he could be an all-star caliber player. I'm not saying he's going to make the all-star team, but he could in year 1. So the Spurs have 3 picks tonight. They obviously were going to use the first one on Wembanyama. They have a pick very early on in round 2, and then later on in round 2 as well. So they pick at 33 and at 44. Maybe Marcus Sasser is the name to watch there at 33. I don't know if he's still going to be on the board, but I like Sasser. The guy is just a proven winner. He was phenomenal at the University of Houston, and again, University of Houston, that's a 3-hour drive from the AT&T Center over there in San Antonio, so they could keep him in the Lone Star State if they take Sasser. That's my number 1 target if I am the Spurs at number 33. Will Wemby be an all-star this season? Type Y for yes or type in for no down in the comment section. Go down, chime in. Will Victor Wembanyama be an all-star this season? Let me know down in the comment section. I'm going to say yes, because I just think he is going to live up. And I understand how tough it's going to be for this guy to live up to the hype, but I do believe he is going to live up to the hype. LeBron James, he's the most hyped up prospect since LeBron. Safe to say LeBron James exceeded those expectations. I'm not trying to compare the two. It's going to be tough for Wemby to live up to those expectations, but I think he will do that under Greg Popovich. It is a phenomenal fit. You saw Wemby with that big smile the night the Spurs won the draft lottery. He wanted to be in San Antonio. He wanted to be a part of that culture. He wanted to play for Greg Popovich. It is a phenomenal fit for the rookie. Taking a look at the upcoming picks here, the Charlotte Hornets are now on the clock. There has been a lot of talk about what they are going to do. It looked like they were going to go with Brandon Miller. The draft odds certainly favored that. And then Scoot Henderson, a lot of rumors about that today. I do not know what's going to happen here coming up. If you're watching this video, very possible the Hornets have already made their selection. The Portland Trailblazers will follow. If Scoot Henderson is still on the board, I expect them to go with Scoot. The Rockets, they're believed to have been very much in on Amen Thompson. The Pistons, maybe they go with the other Thompson twin. I'm not sure. The Orlando Magic, the Pacers, the Wizards, and the Jazz round out the next batch of picks we are going to see. It's been a while last 2 days in the NBA. Obviously, the Kristaps Porzingis trade yesterday could be a wild night tonight. Could see a lot of trades made. Again, the number 1 overall prospect in this year's class, Victor Wembanyama, who is probably the most unique prospect we've ever seen and the best prospect we have seen in the last 2 decades. He is going to San Antonio, and the Spurs just went from being a bad basketball team to being maybe a respectable team in the West. I expect them to make the play-in next year if they can go out in free agency, make some moves to surround Wembanyama with some talent. We're live on our main channel right now. Be sure to subscribe, youtube.com/chatsportstv. No commercial breaks, and we're breaking down each and every single selection.